Are you tired of spending a fortune on store-bought fertilizers for your plants? Today we are going to be creating a powerful nutrient-rich fertilizer that is so eco-friendly and will have your plants thriving in no time at all. Oh my gosh, these teeny tiny bok choy seeds that was sown only 4 days ago, they are actually ready to be fertilized. So we gotta get this going, all right? In today's video, I am going to refill this container here with some super juice. I am actually going to start it from scratch to show those of you who is a first-time gardener and you want to be 100% organic. You do not want to use any chemical fertilizers in your garden or even animal manure like myself. I am very skeptic and scared to use it. I am actually thinking of trying it one day, and this is what the inside is looking like now. It is old and worn out, and I have to replace this bag. All right, so after taking out this bag, I am going to be replacing it with another garbage bag because I do not have the mesh bag that I see a lot of persons using now. And I think I'm also going to be washing this thoroughly before putting the new stuff in it. And I am going to throw this in an area where, oh gosh, I just dropped that thing all the way down in there. But I have to get it, no matter what, I have to get it. All right, so I'm going to get a bag now to drop this in. Not a bag, a bucket. Okay, here's the bucket. And I'm taking out this bag. Oh gosh. Ah! Jesus. Ah. What's left in there? Oh, I do have some more left in there, but as I said, I am going to pour this out. So instead of lifting the bucket to pour it out, I have a tap on it, and I'm just turning the tap on. I don't know why it is running so slow. I might have to take off this thing right here to check and see if there's any blockage from inside. Oh no, simply because the water level is actually too low. So I might have to lean it over like this. You know what, guys, to make it easier, because it's only a small amount that is in there, I'm just going to lift it and pour it out. This is what the inside look like. Can you all see it? I have to get my hose to wash this, or I'm taking it to the hose, guys. So guys, this is a new compost that I have been making for about 3 months now. So I am pouring this water on it, and I will also be pouring the remaining residue that was left in this container in there as well. So guys, before adding the kitchen scraps in my container, here is my black garbage bag that I am folding. After folding it, I am going to be poking some holes in the bottom section, but I am folding it in a way that it is easier for me to poke the holes in the bag. And I'm going to be using this very sharp edged knife, very pointy, and I'm just going to bore the holes in the bag, not too big. Oops, almost cut my finger. It is important not to bore the holes too big, guys, because you do not want a lot of the kitchen scraps residue to be coming out of the bag, and then it can also block the pipe to let out the fluid. And the reason why I'm actually going to be putting the bag in before I put the water in is because after putting the bag, I'm going to apply the kitchen scraps to keep the plastic bag down in the container, and then I will be adding the water in the container. And I'm going to be using the rainwater. If you do not have any rainwater, you can use water from the pipe, but I really prefer using the rainwater, and I do store a lot of rainwater, guys, because it has a lot of nutrients in it. So let me just go ahead now and quickly poke the holes in the bag. And I am not going to be poking the holes all the way up to the top of the bag, guys. Nope. I think I'm just going to do it mainly down to the bottom section. This should be enough now. It looks as if it might need some more, does it? I don't know if you can all see the impression of the holes, but it's not even halfway up. It's not even halfway up. Let me see. So that should be good enough, guys. So I'm going to add the bag in the container now. Okay, so I am going to be adding the kitchen scraps now. I have in this bag some, I think it is some sweet potato skins. I think I'm actually going to use the sweet potato skins for something else. Let me grab another bag. Alright, so it looks like every bag has sweet potato skins in it, so I'm just going to add the kitchen scraps in here. And it is mostly banana peels. And I believe that the banana peels, they are the most important ingredient for me, because it is going to have a whole lot of nitrogen in the super juice. That is what the plants really need to get them going. Hold on, I think I need to show you guys the banana skins. So I actually chop the banana skins before putting them in the bag. I don't like putting them in there as big as how they come off the bananas. It doesn't really matter, but I like doing it like that. This is some celery, some shrimp tails, apple, more bananas. And I'm going to be adding some beans in there as well to add a little protein. I'm going to be adding some Epsom salt. Whatever you feel like adding to your super juice to make it as potent as possible. So these are some premium lentils. I'm just going to add them in here. So when everything breaks down, it is going to be packed with nutrients. Okay, so I'm going to be adding the water now. So guys, I just poured an entire 5-gallon bucket of water down in here, and it's not even full yet. I am going to add some more water to it. I'm not going to be pulling it all the way to the top because I have to leave space to add more kitchen scraps. But what I want to say, guys, is this is actually the most powerful fertilizer a gardener can ever make to feed their garden. Because think about it, guys. All the banana skins, the sweet potato skins, Irish potato skins, the cabbages, the carrots, the celery, the kale, everything that you drop in here. Think about all the nutrients that all of those vegetables have. And when you combine them, it will give you, oh my goodness gracious, an extremely potent fertilizer for you to use in your garden. Did you hear what I said? An extremely potent fertilizer to use in a garden. All right, so y'all see these baby bok choys that is coming up? I'm going to allow that fertilizer to sit for a week, and after a week I'm going to start using it to water these little seedlings right here to encourage them to get bigger. And leafy greens like this, like the kale, the celery, bok choy, all of your brassicas, they do need a lot of nitrogen. As a matter of fact, every single vegetable do need a lot of nitrogen to grow. But for the leafy greens, like my mustard over here and the kales that I just showed you, they all need a fertilizer that is packed with a lot of nitrogen to keep them growing. So if you have not yet tried this fertilizer, why don't you go ahead, start saving your kitchen scraps. And you can also make one of these containers to put your, what should I call it, super juice in. I am going to be putting the link for the video that when I was making this container, because think about it, guys, you don't want to be putting your hand down in something that is going to be very stinky when the time comes. That is what I used to do until I came up with this idea. So no more putting my hand in the juice and to open the container, and oh my gosh, when that aroma, and it's not a very good aroma, comes up in your nostril. Not a good aroma, guys. So if you have not yet started making your super juice, you can just go ahead and start saving your kitchen scraps now and let it sit in the container. I'm gonna let this sit like for a week, not a whole month, before I start using it, because it's gonna start breaking down like as soon as possible. All right, so let me get that water in, guys, and then I'm going to be wrapping up. And so guys, I am going to be leaving this old kettle on top of my container right here. So whenever I need to water the plants, I will just come, take the kettle, fill it right here, and water the plants. I think I might have to pull this over some more. That's gonna be it, guys. I was actually trying to pull it closer to the front, but it was not a good idea because it looks as if it was going to fall. So thank you so much for coming along with me to see how I make my super juice from scratch. And the super juice is the most powerful fertilizer that can be used in our garden. Go ahead, try it today. I will see you soon in another video.